Welcome back in, everyone. It is 6:44. A good Monday morning to all of you. Lingering storm potential. That's what we're looking at as you roll out the door for today. Now, this is going to be, of course, very dependent on where you live, because if you're further out towards a county such as Aiken County, you could be seeing a little bit more of this right now. But if you're closer to Columbia, obviously further towards the east, it's not something you're seeing yet. It's just more a few stray showers. But either way, we do see a few lingering storm threats. The convective potentials there, a few severe weather ingredients linger this morning. Now, going on, we are going to be seeing those try to close in, so you can look out that way right now. Everything that passed through during the overnight has already pushed through the PD. That was the worst of it. The really heavy stuff, the several strikes of lightning everywhere, hundreds of them. We are going to be continuing to get now to a point of just morning calm. But that is changing up again, because look out that way. This is trying to ease its way onto the Midlands now, so over the next couple of hours, we'll work to pick up some rain activity again and some potential spotty storms, which is why we are keeping, of course, up with another first alert weather day, why we could still see a little bit of isolated flash flooding, and why eventually we're going to see things getting drier and cooler, because after this all rolls through, high pressure eventually wants to punch back into the region. We'll get there. Got to focus on this, though, because as this morning continues, here's what we're looking at. Here's 8 o'clock. Still nothing too aggressive. You know, we're going to work on past that. Here's 9 o'clock, getting on, and then noon. Right around lunchtime. Honestly, I think it's going to be just before when this all starts to come together. Again, trying to decipher more weather models, because a lot of them are still showing different things. This has been a very tough system to track, I will say, over the past several months, just in terms of where things are going to line up. But as we continue, seems to be a good point where we keep on early to this afternoon. Everything works to push on down to the south. So basically, if you're further towards the north of Columbia, which again seems to be a good midpoint, up that way towards the North and South Carolina border, you're going to be staying drier for a good portion of the day. But down towards the south, still a little bit dicey with that forecast, as we can still get some lingering storms trying to hang in there, even though it's going to be mitigated. We're working to see that storm threat lessen as the day goes on and then completely drop off into the nighttime period. So we go through with that. We go into Tuesday, and now here we go is when things get easy. It's a cloudier day, a high around 70, but southern viewing area could get a quick stint of rain, but it's going to be very brief. I'm keeping the rain chance in there for that point. That rolls on then. Then we get into Wednesday, and it's going to be about decreasing clouds. More sunshine breaks out. That is where we get a beautiful look, but cooler air rushes back in. Now, a reminder again today, have the umbrella as you make your way out and about, because we're still going to see some spotty storm potential. Could get a few downpours. You want to be prepared for that, even though it's not an absolute certainty like it was last night. But that threat does linger, okay? Here's a brief check of your 10-day. I'll show it to you again. But as we roll this out for you, we get through this afternoon, we still see upper 70s. So that's what I'm talking about. That moisture's there. A few severe weather ingredients, how these will hold together and then drop back into the week, we'll focus on again at the end of this hour.